United States 2024 triple NCAA gold medalist, made the final in Paris at the Olympic Games and in Tokyo last year. The double Olympic champion over 400 metres, Sha'Carri Miller-Uibo, is back on the track. She kind of said she'd retired from 400 and you know, 2 children later, and she seems to be trying to figure out if she can be a world-class 200-metre runner. Shericka Jackson is the fastest woman alive, 21:41 to take the world title in Budapest. She was back on the podium with a bronze medal in Tokyo. And she was beaten to the finish line by Amy Hunt of Great Britain that day. It was a breathtaking silver. She's wintered well, personal best over 60 metres. But Hunt will be relishing the opportunity to go up against the likes of Shericka Jackson and this woman, Sha'Carri Richardson, one of the stars of those World Championships in 2023. With gold in the 100 and the bronze in the 200. And she was 5th in Tokyo, despite a pretty disrupted 2025. Navia Battle goes in lane 4. She won the first 4 Diamond Leagues last year. Backed it up with a 4th place at the World Championships as well. Jenna Prandini has done 22:36 this season already. The fastest in a couple of years. A big part of the US relay squad in the last few years. Chen Yunjia, a 17-year-old, takes lane 2. She's the Asian senior champion last year at the age of just 16. In the lane, in the inside lane, Tori Lewis of Australia, former world junior silver medalist, making great progress as a senior, getting faster with every season.
On your marks.
What a treat to have some of the best sprinters in the world at this stage of the season going head-to-head. A Navia Battle, so good at this point last year. Sha'Carri Richardson, so quick over 100. Amy Hunt, the new global medalist. And Shericka Jackson, the fastest woman alive over half a lap. This is the women's 200 metres.
Set.
And they're away in the women's 200 metres. And not much to choose between the athletes in the first 50 metres. Sha'Carri Miller-Uibo just been caught by Jackson at the moment, but you'd expect that Uibo might come strong in the end with their 400-metre history. Shericka Jackson at the moment slightly ahead of this field. The Jamaican trying to start 2026 off with a win, and she does, 22:07 into a slight headwind. But that's an important win for Shericka Jackson. She was sensational in 2023. She didn't start in Paris at the Olympic Games. It was a good return to form in Tokyo last year for her with a bronze medal over 200. But you felt like she was playing catch-up all year. Perhaps 2026 will be smoother for Jackson. We saw her at the World Relays just running in the heats of the women's 4x100. But here, starting her season off on the Diamond League circuit with a win. And I just saw it flash up, a 2nd place for Sha'Carri Miller-Uibo. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Let's look at this again. Good start here from Richardson, but for me, Jackson, one of the best bend runners in the business. And is this Shericka back? That was one of the questions being asked in the run-up to this brilliant race. It is one of the most stacked of the entire programme here. Sha'Carri Miller-Uibo on her return. This is her first Diamond League meeting since Zurich 23. She'll be delighted, I'm sure. The taller athlete really pushing hard to try and track Jackson down. But once Jackson got her nose in front, she was away and she held on under some pressure. Hunt likes to come late, but didn't have enough, left herself too much to do, and came in just behind Richardson. But Jackson, as you mentioned, was unstoppable in 23. 24 was a devastating season with that hamstring problem that cost her the Olympic Games. And 25 was really a sort of a transition year, wasn't it, really? And the fact that she got her bronze medal in Tokyo, her faithful medal, she called it, I think that's a great start for the Jamaican.
She's just outside the meeting record. That still says to Sha'Carri Miller-Uibo, but a brilliant...
Left on the track, and it is the women's 4x4 relay final. Another race for gold. Unfortunately, there is no Team USA in this event. The women cannot defend their title of a year ago on US soil, and here's the reason why.
And I want to speak here as we watch Alexis Holmes get the baton out of the zone. I was online last night and saw some of the worst vitriol directed at this young woman on the screen home. It's almost like everybody forgot, oh yeah, you know, earlier in the week, she ran down Femke Bol and shocked everybody, including the three of us. Alexis, you have a great coach, and we believe in your talent. We look forward to covering you next year at the Olympic trials. Don't let one bad night at work affect your mentality.
Well said, Otto. I mean, that was just unbelievable, unforeseen. They were prepared. We got to talk to the coaches after the race, and sometimes things just happen. They had moved them, swapped them kind of last minute. She was on the inside. She didn't give herself a lot of space by the railing, but they'll be back. Now let's talk about the women in this field, Team Jamaica, who we think will be the favorites. They have a great team. Candice McLeod, a part of the Tokyo bronze medal team in this event. Geneve Russell will be on second leg, also a part of that team. Nikisha Price, the 2023 NCAA champion, so she's the youngest on the team. And Stacey Ann Williams, who ran in the preliminary round for Jamaica that won the silver in Eugene, and she anchored them yesterday and looked pretty good on that anchor leg.
The Jamaicans are incredibly consistent in this event. They've won a medal in this event at each of the last 6 Olympic Games, and there have been very few World Championship finals since the 90s that Jamaica has not taken part in and medaled.
Canada will start in lane 5. Shera, Stavern, Constantine and Conrad. Grace will run the anchor leg. France starts on the inside. Poland, Ireland, Italy are the first 4 lanes. Then Canada, then Belgium. Team GB, Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Then Jamaica, as Sonia mentioned. And the Netherlands are on the far outside with Femke Bol, the recently crowned world champion in the women's 400-meter hurdles.
Yeah, there you see the lineup for Great Britain. Jurgen will anchor them home. We think they are a podium threat for sure, as is the Netherlands on the outside in 9. So 7, 8, and 9 are the 3 teams that we feel like are going to have something to say about who is going to be on that podium.
Set. Let's go. Last race on the track for a gold medal. It's the women's 4x400-meter relay.
So that's Candice McLeod leading off for Jamaica, Saalberg for the Netherlands way on the outside, and Nielsen leading off for Great Britain. That's 3rd from the right, 3rd from the left, 2nd from the left, and on the outside.
So far, no one has made a huge impression. But as we say that, Candice McLeod of Jamaica making a move and running the first leg smart. You don't want to get out too hard and fade coming home. You give too much back to your competition when you do that. So you want to finish with fresh, strong legs to try to give your team an advantage.
Keen to watch this second leg, Addo, between Lieke Klaver of the Netherlands and Geneve Russell of Jamaica.
Yeah, Geneve Russell has had a good meet, even though I'm sure she would have loved to have done better in the hurdles. But Jamaica in the lead, Great Britain giving chase. The Dutch falling off now as Canada comes into the picture.
That's Amber heading for Team Great Britain, running very well. Canada, it's Aliana Stavern. Look at this. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th between Team GB, Canada, and the Netherlands.
That's a very definitive move, Sonia, by Canada. They're now up challenging for 3rd with the Dutch.
In the background, don't discount either Belgium. Belgium is coming on strong. Vivert with a terrific second leg. Look at them closing on Jamaica.
Yeah, Geneve Russell giving that lead back to Great Britain and to the Netherlands, which is going to set up the Netherlands for an opportunity to be on the podium with Femke Bol on that anchor.
Well, we've been here before, Lee, haven't we?
Yes.
In the mixed 4x4, and we kept saying if they get the Netherlands close. But for now, the 3 countries that we thought would factor are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Canada has fallen off the pace a little bit, as has Belgium.
Ama PP of Great Britain, number 7 in the middle there. Lieke Klaver ran a phenomenal second leg for the Netherlands to keep her country in it. But Son, Nikisha Price is handling the pressure.
Yeah, Nikisha Price ran a great leg in the semifinals, so we'll see if she has anything left in the tank to really pull this one off, because they're going to need a lead as the Netherlands falls back just a bit.
I think they're falling just far out enough of reach where it may not matter what Femke Bol does, but we'll see. Remember, Femke Bol is second fastest ever in the 400-meter hurdles, and she has the stick, and she's not that far back.
Stacey Ann Williams, let's see what you got for Jamaica. For Team Great Britain, it's Nicole Jurgen.
That was a 50.3 third leg for Price, but now it's all up to Williams to hold this lead for Jamaica. They haven't won this title since 2015.
And Jamaica has put their least experienced leg on anchor leg. Stacey Ann Williams has run some good races for UT, but what would Femke Bol do in this final 120 meters?
Here we go.
Nothing from Bol yet. Jamaica has to be liking their chances.
Here comes Bol. She was denied the gold with meters of the line in the mixed 4x4. Femke Bol is chasing down Jamaica.
Which God girl dash it with?
She's done it.
Can't dash it with her team.
I knew it. You have someone who
Oh
had
my
disappointed
God, I
like
wanted
Femke
one
Bol
more
had.
goal.
In the mixed relay, she comes back and wins in her pet event, the 400-meter hurdles, and then she kept her poise, Otto. She kept her head and ran down Jamaica. I told you it had the least experience, but Stacey ran up for naught. She gave it everything she had. Woo! This meet has been sensational.
Sensational.
What a perfect way to end inarguably one of the best world championships ever, if not the best. The Netherlands have never won this title at Worlds, and they run down and run past the more favored countries to win their very first world title. And Femke Bol gets her revenge, Lee.
Folks, at the first opportunity, this young lady fell on her face within meters of gold. It was heartbreaking. It hurt, and she said, I want my revenge.
Ran down a woman who tonight ran down some of the best anchors in the world, Sonia.
From a week ago to today, look at Femke Bol. She was determined. When you said she was too far back, Otto, I said they needed just a little more room from this Dutch woman who is capable of doing this. Look at the joy and excitement on her.
Wagwan, my Jamaican family, and once again welcome back to the Yardie Reacts. If it is for the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Whereby today this video, guys, 8 features or highlights the 2026 Shanghai Diamond League Women's 200-meter race, featuring a comeback performance by Jamaican sprint star Shericka Jackson. Here we highlight the race whereby we have the winner, Shericka Jackson from Jamaica, dominated the field with a winning time of 22.07 seconds, marking a strong start to her 2026 season after a challenging 2025 transition year. And the runner-up, Shawnee Miller Weibo from Bahamas, took second place with a time of 22.26 seconds, pushing hard throughout the final stretch using her 400-meter Honda endurance. We have the other finishers. Anavia Butler from United States secured third with the 22.40 seconds. Sha'Carri Richardson from USA finished fourth with the 22.42 seconds. And Amy Hunt from Great Britain came in fifth. And to the conditions, the athletes competed into a slight headwind, which made the performance even more notable. To the context and analysis, the video serves as both a race recap and a commentary whereby on Shericka Jackson's return to top form following a 2024 season hampered by a hamstring injury that kept her out of the Paris Olympic Games. And here just want to emphasize the significance of this victory in reaffirming Jackson's standing as a top global competitor, for we have done usually watching her onto the track field, and she has been dominating, bringing out great performances. And so yeah, we need to see more and more of these performances from her. And to dive in, did Shauna Miller Weibo retire from 400-meter racing? No, Shawnee or rather Shani Mila Weibo has not retired from 400-meter racing, while the video notes that she had previously stepped away from the 400-meter following the birth of her 2 children. She has returned to the track and is actively competing, currently focusing on testing her abilities as a world-class 200-meter runner. And why did Team USA miss the 4x4 relay? Team USA was unable to defend their title in the women's 4x400 meter relay final because they did not qualify for the event. And according to the commentators, the situation was largely unforeseen and resulted from a difficult outing at a prior stage, likely a qualifying or preliminary race. Significantly, the team faced challenges with a baton exchange, including an instance where runner Alexis Holmes struggled with space by the railing after a last-minute lineup change. And again, who won the 4x400 meter relay world title in the race featured within the video? The Northern Islands won the women's 4x400 meter relay world title, whereby after falling behind earlier in the race, the Dutch team secured the victory through an impressive anchor leg by Femke Bol, who successfully chased down the Jamaican team in the final meters of the race. And this win was particularly significant as it was the Netherlands' first world title in this event, coming as a moment of redemption for Bol following a disappointment in the mixed 4x400 meter relay earlier in the same competition. And who does Jackson excel on track bends? Shericka Jackson is widely regarded as one of the best, bend runners in the business, a skill that is crucial for success in the 200-meter event. Her excellence on the track curves can be attributed to several key factors, whereby one of them is the background in the 400-meter. Jackson's extensive experience as a 400-meter runner provides her with superior endurance and strength. This allows her to maintain her form and structural integrity while navigating the forces encountered on the bend, ensuring she doesn't lose momentum before hitting the final straight away. We have got the biomechanical efficiency. Running a curve effectively requires maintaining straight line sprint mechanics as much as possible while managing centripetal forces. Jackson demonstrates an exceptional ability to keep her stride pattern consistent and her mechanics intact, which prevents energy loss while moving through a curvilinear path. We have got the technique and mindset as highlighted by the commentator. Her ability to hold her form under pressure is a hallmark of her racing style. She stays relaxed on the bend, allowing her to accelerate efficiently out of the curve into the home stretch where her speed becomes most damaging to her competitor. In essence, her proficiency stems from a combination of the physical durability developed during her 400-meter career and the tactical discipline to execute precise sprint mechanics, allowing her to handle the transition from the curve to the straight with minimal speed decay. So guys, that leads us to the end of the video. Hope you have enjoyed the video to the end. And now let's come around, share our thoughts through the comment section so we can get to interact and know what you think, and mainly because your opinion does matters to us every day. Thank you very much guys for following up the video with me. I was your host Yadi Reacts. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I'd wanna say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I'd wanna say is peace out there.